Hey, this is Rahul from RWR.com, and today we are here with a very popular helmet selling in the Indian market, the LS2 352. Now, LS2 has been in the market for a long while, but recently they've been catching the momentum in the market. This is basically due to their exciting color schemes, and they're very popular with the young and sport bike oriented crowd. But because it has become so popular in India, a lot of replicas are being sold out there. So don't go for the discounts. Buy LS2 from authorized dealers or from Amazon. I will leave all the purchase links down in the description below, so don't worry about that, and just make sure you get an original one. So we're going to look into this graphical overview. First of all, it's a matte black paint scheme with matte orange coming into the play. They're definitely looking at KTM sport bike market, or even some of those CBR guys who have the Repsol color scheme. There is a sort of a plastic part on the rear. This is like a helmet spoiler, some people like to call it. It's for better aerodynamics, or during crashes what AGV does is this spoiler lip breaks, but it saves the rider's head. So that's a thing they have tried. I don't know whether this is just for style or which they have implemented it for safety purpose as well, but this is the helmet spoiler. On the back you have the same thing running. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is the helmet comes with this mirror finish scheme visor, which is kind of like something I don't like, because you have to buy a transparent visor separately from the market. Otherwise what will happen is that your helmet will not be able to ride during night times, because this is not a very good visibility thing. He has a transparent visor which he didn't bring here, but he switches it, and which brings me to say that the visor is easily removable. You don't need any tools to remove it, so you can easily switch between black or mirror or the transparent ones, and there are also other schemes as well. Now, first thing we want from a helmet is lightweight. Helmet feels pretty lightweight in the hand. I'd say somewhere around the 1.3 kg. Now that's a guess. This is an L size helmet, so this is a relatively larger size helmet. Make sure the helmet fits you. Go by the size charts, and if you don't know how to measure your head, you're supposed to measure around your forehead. One tape measurement fully going around this on the largest portion of your head. That's how you measure your helmet if you're buying it online. Now remember, when you're buying a new helmet, it's supposed to fit you very snug, because the foams will eventually lose a little bit up, and when they loosen up a little bit, they'll be fitting you a little relaxed. Looking into back into the helmet, ventilation schemes, you have a top operable vent which is extremely nice, and this vent will flow a ton of air. It's a big vent up front. There is another vent near the chin, another one which is operable. I like the quality of the switches, how they are clicking in, and it's a big chunky unit instead of one small units which you find on some helmets, which means that even with the gloved hand it is very easy to flick this open or close it up. Nice thing, nice touch. And two big vents, nothing else. I don't find any rare vent where you have it for the exhaust. I'm not really sure whether they have it. Certification wise, this is ECER 2205 Euro safety norms specified helmet, not exactly going by the Indian norms here. So that's about that for the top side of the helmet. Now moving into the guts of this helmet, you can see the foam inside. We'll be coming into that a bit later. Taking the visor up, we have a sort of breath deflector. The function of this is that when you breathe into it, it doesn't let it reach to the helmet visor, which means in winter mornings this is supposed to prevent fogging a little bit. I'm not sure how much this is effective, but is it effective?
It's very
during
effective.
Yeah, so it's working for him. This is not removable, or is it? Yeah, this is removable, so you can remove it in summers if you want a little bit more airflow. You can just simply remove it. That's a nice thing. I like the finishing on this one. And inside we have this strap, which is your standard strap. This is actually for the emergency people to remove it in case of a crash. This red button, you just press it and it goes up. This is the fastest thing to remove a helmet. Now you don't have your standard double D rings. This is how it's operable. And inside you have the foam, which we're gonna take it apart right now. Now the thing is, what I really want from helmets like these is that you should have some sort of thick foam, which I didn't find in some of the entry-level helmets. Like when I reviewed the KYT, I was happy with it, but some of the helmets do not have this thick foam. This is a fully washable and breathable helmet, so everything should be coming off together. Straps will be remaining there. Okay. It's a very complicated helmet to take the guts of. I remember taking the guts of my AGV much faster. So now we can see the insides. Soft. And you can also see the thickness. It's pretty thick. And that's what we like about LS2. They're a little bit priced over the KYTs and the MTs, but I think this is a lot better because the thickness is a lot more than what I remember on the KYT. You can do a comparison. You can see that review and do a comparison. I'm not gonna take off the other side because it will be the same as the top. Now we have this thing on the top. This is an added layer of foam. Above that, there is the ventilation unit. So this is what flows the air in, and then you have this part which is for the protection. Now this is also very thick, and I like that. The rear padding here, this is the neck padding. Would I wanted this to be a bit more thick because it does look dual layer to me, but this part is a little on the thinner side. I think this is also removable, so I can show you this part as well. I think you can see the thickness here. This is a little lesser than what I had expected. This one is much thicker in comparison. I would want the neck to be a bit more supported. Anyways, not a deal breaker. This foam is good, the top foam is good, but this one I was not really impressed. But it's all very securely built together, which is nice. The foam wouldn't move around that much. Now we can see the guts of the helmet. This is what's protecting you. The FF352 written here, the L size written here, and this is your basically protective layer, out of which where is the hard shell. This is a thermoplastic shell. It's made in China, which is not what I expected. Anyways, people should know, so I just mentioned it in passing. And that's it for the helmet. I think that people are going to buy this helmet. A lot of people are buying it. And just make sure you're buying an original LS2 helmet when you're buying from a dealer or from links given below. So thanks for watching this review. It's one of the most popular helmets, and its quality according to me is decent enough for that price point. If you're looking for a helmet below 5,000, I definitely recommend you to go with this. It's definitely worth it. It's around that 5,000 mark, maybe a little bit higher, but it's worth it. Spend your money wisely and get a safe helmet. Thanks for watching, and see you very, very soon. This is Rahul. Goodbye.